Okay, Sam Melvy's made out of rock. If he was any better, he would have knocked out Ryan Spann. He leans forward so much. Bryce Mitchell is a freak of nature. He's getting his camo shorts. Twisters aren't real. Let's see. Carl Esperanza, Michelle Watterson. That fight was pretty boring. The commentators really like Michelle Watterson. Verdum does not do well post USADA. Olenek is really good on his feet somehow. I don't know where. Let's see. Anthony Pettis, Cowboy. Cowboy should have won that fight. They both do really good when they're confident.
Main card.
Greg Hardy, DeCastro. DeCastro was really good until he broke his foot. He's like Chuck Liddell fused with DC. Jeremy Stevens, Calvin Kattar. Yeah. Francis Ngannou, Rosenstrike. Ngannou's a fucking freak, and he could pretty much just close his eyes and throw his arms around, and you'll get knocked out. Henry Cejudo, Dominick Cruz. Cruz is being a baby. Cejudo is the man. He's retired. Everybody's hating on him because they don't like him and he's annoying, but now he's acting like a real person, so he's cool again. And he's beat Cruz, DJ, and TJ. Tony Ferguson and Gaethje. We'll never get to see Tony and Khabib again, ever. And Justin Gaethje's the man.
Yeah, so welcome to the Sibling Rivalry MMA Podcast. We just literally got done watching UFC 249 moments ago. We are hammered. This night was awesome. Holy shit. This card, top to bottom. Really, there wasn't a horrible fight. There were a couple not great fights, but almost every single fight was incredible. I went 9-3 on my predictions. Brennan went 8-4, I think, so we did pretty good on those. But we're actually going to break down the fights a little bit. We're not just going to do a little 1-minute run through. And I'm going to start at the top. Main event, Tony Ferguson, Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje gets the upset. Finishes Tony late in the 5th round and dominated the whole fight. Holy shit. Yeah, we're never seeing Tony Khabib. And I said from the start, Justin is the worst matchup in the division for Tony, and he proved it. He leg kicked the hell out of him, which I said he would. I'm going to find that clip. And his hands were too heavy. The thing that surprised me was his conditioning, and he kept his cool. Like, he didn't go crazy when he hurt him. He has learned from his mistakes. He didn't gas, even though he took the fight on short notice, and he beat the shit out of him for like 24 minutes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Tony Ferguson doesn't even have a brain. He got hit so hard so many times, and like you can tell that it hurt him, but he was just like, ow.
Ugh. He should have been knocked out like 10 times.
Yeah, I can't believe he got hit that hard that many times. I don't even know. Well, Ngannou probably could knock him out, but
someone could.
It was so crazy. The thing is, though, like I do feel for him a little bit because this fight is so much different than Khabib fight. Everything he was training for, like just because he lost to Gaethje doesn't mean that's how the Khabib fight would go. Because Khabib can't do that to Tony, and we'll see if Gaethje can do that to Khabib. I don't know. They're all just such different matchups for each other. But holy shit, Tony can take a fucking punch, and he's so weird.
It sucks for Tony because like he shouldn't have been in that position. The dude, he should have had a title fight since like 2016 or 17, and he's just been fighting number one contender after number one contender, and like it's not his fault. Habib is usually the one pulling out. I think he's pulled out 3 times. Tony's pulled out 2, but Tony probably should have had a title fight before Habib anyway. But yeah, it sucks. He shouldn't have had to do this, but he lost. Gaethje and Habib is a great fight. Gaethje obviously has better stand-up all around, better punches, kicks, literally everything. Then Habib is going to try to get him to the ground. We already know that. But Gaethje's a Division I All-American wrestler. So, I don't know, man. It's hard for me to see Habib just manhandling Gaethje on the ground. But then again, it's very possible.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was awesome. Good for Gaethje. Cejudo with another controversial win. Every time he wins, everybody complains about it, says it was an early stoppage or a bullshit decision. Then he retires. We'll see if it's true. I kind of believe him, but I believe what he's saying, but I think he could maybe come back. I bet if they gave him the right offer, he would come back and fight. But as you could see, when he retired, he acted like a normal person. Like, that's how he actually is. When he started talking like that, I kind of thought something was up. But everybody's complaining about the stoppage. He really dominated him the whole time. He looked really good. He landed the leg kicks like you said he should have. He was reading Dom really well. And, when you need somebody in the head like that, drop him and then punch him 10 more times with no answer. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm going to clip that too. I'm going to find it. Because I said the game plan, I literally said, I'm not an MMA coach or anything, and these guys obviously know more than me, But watching all Dominick Cruz fights, you have to attack his legs and throw leg kicks, and people just don't do it. That was obviously the game plan for Cejudo. He threw a ton of leg kicks, rarely threw punches until later in the fight, like midway to the second round, he started to throw punches. And I mean, it ended up working because he threw a punch. Cruz ducked, he threw a knee, caught him, and I don't think it was a controversial stoppage. I think most people don't, honestly, from what I've seen, but some people do.
Everybody just hates Cejudo.
But, like, he got kneed, and he flew back. Like, he went back. He was hurt very badly.
Yeah.
And then Cejudo came in and landed a straight right, and he went face first down, and he missed some of his punches there, but I think he landed about 11 unanswered shots.
Counting the knee, yeah.
I mean, like, I get he was moving still, but that doesn't mean you're not taking freaking brain damage, you know? Like, they got to protect him, and all that would have happened was he would have just got hit a lot more.
It was almost exactly like the TJ Dillashaw one.
Yeah.
And I like that one too, so whatever.
Might be a little biased, but I don't know.
I mean, you can only take so many shots before they step in, and they were hard shots he was hitting. Maybe he would have got up, and then, yeah. I mean, I think he would have got up. Probably could have kept going, but the refs started to get in before he got up. So
the thing is, too, that he was dominating the fight. I don't see any way Cruz would have won that.
You never know with Cruz, but yeah, Cejudo was looking good. The fight probably could have kept going, but Cejudo looked like a beast, and whatever, it's not his fault, so he is retiring. Maybe he really is retiring on top.
I'm cool with the retirement. He beat everyone he needs to beat. I really think he's retiring. I don't think he wants to fight Jan and guys that are really dangerous that aren't going to do anything for his legacy. I mean, he's not going to be a guy that goes on, defends his belt like Demetrius Johnson that many times. You know, he's been in combat sports for so long. Like, he beat the guys he needed to beat. You know, going out and beating on 2 more fights and beating Jan and Sterling isn't. Yeah. It's not going to do anything for him. So why keep fighting?
Yeah, he does the cringe thing for fun. He's really, I think, in real life, probably a cool dude, and he's an Olympic champ, 2-weight division champ in the UFC, and he's beat the best of the best. So, whatever you say about him, I think it's time to start giving him his respect.
Yeah. So, fight before that, Ngannou Rosenstrike, not much to say. Ngannou starched him in 18 seconds. I mean,
he literally, it looked like he was going to fight like a normal person for a second, and then he just started throwing windmills, and it worked.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's the best heavyweight in the world right now. He's got a lot more confidence than he had when he fought Stipe and Derek Lewis. Like, I think if he fought Stipe right now, I think he'd knock him out. Really, I think if he just goes out and fights crazy and fucking swings, he'll probably knock everybody out.
Yeah.
Nobody can take a single hit. They get hit and they die.
That was crazy, dude.
What the fuck, man?
And, yeah, so I lost every bet that I made. I had a lot of parlays, and a lot of them were hanging on by a thread, and maybe some split decisions got in there. And then I put $20 on Ngannou to win by decision, just because the odds were crazy, and I didn't think it would really happen, but I went for it. And then he did that. That was my last chance to make some money.
Yeah, so fight before that, Qatar Stevens, first round knockout, right? For Qatar.
Second round.
It was second round.
Yeah. Actually, Jeremy looked really good,
but dude loses.
Yeah.
To pretty much anybody that's good.
Yeah, Stevens was landing some really good shots, and he was looking aggressive. He was doing good, and then, he just started taking some shots, too. So
Qatar's really good. Dude hits like a fucking truck. He's the hardest hitting 145er now. Yeah, man.
Stevens was landing some really big shots, though, but, yeah. I don't have a whole lot to say about that.
I want to see Jeremy Stevens retire. I mean, I love watching him fight, but, like, he doesn't win. He just kind of boosts other people, you know? It's like,
I can't believe he's the only one that missed weight. I thought there was going to be a couple more. But
yeah, which isn't surprising. He's a former 155er, so.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't have too much. Greg Hardy and DeCastro. DeCastro came out looking really strong. Looked like, just Chuck Liddell with DC's body.
Good leg kicks.
Yeah, good leg kicks. And then he broke his foot, and then second and third round. I think even I don't remember if it was the beginning of the second or beginning of the third, he came out kind of strong again and then slowed down.
Yeah, I think he did it both rounds. He was like my favorite fighter in the world in the first round. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
I watched and I was like, holy shit, I love this guy. He's coming out here throwing overhand rights, throwing leg kicks, being aggressive, looking all funny.
He was landing, yeah.
And then he just didn't throw a single fucking punch for the last 10 minutes of the fight. It's like, come on. Like, I get you broke your foot, but like, you can punch, man. Like, come on, do something. Don't just stand there.
I really just want people to beat Greg Hardy. So especially that guy.
I thought Greg Hardy was good until I watched this fight. Fucking, he sucks again. I changed my mind again. He sucks.
Yeah. Jorgen.
They just keep giving him fat and experienced dudes off the Contender Series.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, he just had a good fight with Volkov. Give him a good fight. Let him fight Tuivasa or someone actually good so we can see if he's any good.
Yeah.
But then they throw him these freaking turds.
They got to give him somebody now. Well, I mean, this last one before this.
That.
But he fought...
A short notice, though. When he beat Volkov. Or fought Volkov. Didn't beat Volkov.
Yeah.
Got fucked up. But all right.
Pettis and Cerrone.
Awesome fight.
Yeah, I really did think Cowboy won. It was a close one. Pettis did poke him in the eye, though. That wasn't from a punch. He poked him in the eye, but it seemed like that's when Cerrone started going off after that, though. So Pettis can take a shot, too, man. He ate that one head kick, like, so clean, right on the jaw, and it's like it didn't even hardly faze him.
I can't remember a time Pettis has, like, got rocked or dropped from a shot to his chin.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. They both looked really good there. I really do think it's all a mental thing with both of them. Because they both know, like, oh, this is a fight that I can win. And it did look like Cowboy kind of had a fire under his ass after that last fight. Probably was pretty pissed off. I kind of thought he was going to retire there.
He ain't going to retire like that with no fans in the crowd. But I feel kind of bad for him because, I mean, I thought he won the fight for sure. I think he won 1 in 3.
Yeah, me too.
He got some takedowns. He was winning some of the boxing exchanges. Round 2, Pettis landed some big shots, and I mean throughout the fight he landed probably the bigger shots. But Cowboy got more takedowns. I think he probably landed more strikes. He landed that big head kick in the 3rd. Like, I thought he won the fight. I thought he outworked him, but I thought they both looked good. If those guys are going to keep fighting, that's the type of fights they need, or like guys like that. They don't need to be fighting these young, up-and-coming guys like they have been. They're not the top guys in the division anymore. So I think they should be fighting some of the older guys that they think they can win, or I mean, at least one of them's going to win. I don't want to keep seeing these guys lose.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing while they were fighting. I was like, see, they look good here. Yeah, give them guys that they should be fighting.
Yeah.
Guys that were good when they were good, you know?
Like Cowboy could beat the fuck out of Diego Sanchez. Let's do that.
And honestly, that'd probably be a pretty fun fight.
That'd be awesome. Do that.
Yeah. Let's do that. Olenek and Verdum. Verdum looked super slow. Olenek looked really fast. He was like way better on his feet, which is probably part of Verdum being bad too. But Olenek, he looked like he lost some weight. He looks a little more shredded.
I thought it was the shit. I loved it.
Yeah. I always root for Olenek, and I kind of was secretly, even though I bet against him on this one. But yeah, he looked good. That was just a fucking weird one too. Like, you would think that Verdum should kill him, but
post USADA, a lot of guys come back bad, and he didn't. Verdum wasn't bad the whole fight. He started off really bad. It was like a complete tale of two different fights. The first round and half of the second round, Olenek just beat the shit out of him nonstop. And then halfway through the second, all the way through the third, Verdum dominated the fight. Like, once Verdum got it to the ground, he attempted so many submissions, was really close on a few. Like, once he got going, he was good. But he started off so slow and so flat and just looked horrible. So I don't know. I mean, any guy, the heavyweights usually hit hard and are good strikers. So if you're going to get beat up like that against Olenek early, like, most guys are going to knock him out like that. Like, he's not going to be able to take those shots.
Yeah. From
real strikers.
I don't know. It was weird, though. I'm glad Olenek won, though, because I would have lost the bet anyway. So, yeah, let's go. Carla Esparza.
Michelle Watterson.
Been drinking.
Fight sucked.
Yeah, it sucked. Yeah, the commentators are definitely biased. I could tell it even with Tony Ferguson a little bit with Rogan. But yeah, they love Michelle Watterson. They were like saying all kinds of stuff. They're like, "Oh, good level change." When they both did a level change kind of at the same time, it's like Esparza wasn't even really going for a shot. They both did a level change, and Esparza hit her like 3 times. They're like, "Oh, Michelle Watterson with a nice level change there." Like, I don't know. They're biased. That's really all I even have to touch on that fight. It was just boring.
I thought Esparza won. I know they all sounded like they thought Watterson won, but Watterson didn't really do a lot. Esparza, I think she got a takedown maybe, but she was being aggressive. She was going after takedowns at least and like landing shots when she was blitzing. I didn't understand why she didn't move forward more, considering she's a wrestler And Michelle Waterson's main thing is kicking. It's very hard to kick off your back foot when you're moving backwards. So, like, if Michelle Waterson could have, or if Carla could have stayed in her face, got a little dirty boxing and made it a wrestling match, I think she would have done a lot better. And that's where she found her success, was when she was moving forward and throwing punches, moving forward. The times that she was doing bad is when they were both standing stationary, and Michelle can just stand there and throw high kicks and low kicks. She's really quick with that. So, I mean, I thought Esparza won, even though I don't think she probably followed her game plan. I would assume that'd be her game plan, but...
And she was one of two fighters, I don't even remember who the other one was, that like admitted they heard...
Hardy.
Who was the other one?
Hardy.
They both admitted that they heard DC like giving advice. Like not trying to give them advice, but just doing commentary. They both heard him talking and they took his advice. It's like DC like outcoached the actual people's coaches.
Yeah, well, the thing that was weird is it was simple shit, like check kicks. He's like, I heard DC say check the kick. Like, are your coaches not yelling that? Because, like, I'm yelling at...
They weren't. We would have heard them. That's the thing. We would have heard them yell it, like, hey, stop getting kicked. Maybe try to take her down or move forward or hit her. Yeah, shit, thanks,
checking
DC.
A leg kick. Like, Greg Hardy got his leg tore up for the first 3 minutes of the fight. Like,
and then he finally checked one and broke the kid's foot. Yeah. So, good job, DC. Good coach. Luque and Price, that fight was awesome. Like we thought it was going to be. We called that was going to possibly be fight of the night. I don't know if it got any bonuses. I'm sure it probably did.
Dude, I bet a lot of fights got bonuses.
Yeah, I bet they handed some stuff out. Because I heard Dana White tell Justin that he was going to guarantee get fight of the night. But, I mean, there's got to be some other ones too. I bet a lot of people got bonuses. But, yeah, that was... I don't know, that was a good nuts. Dr. Stoppage kind of sucked. We had Price in our bets.
Couldn't argue it, though.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was fair. Luque, we both kind of knew that Luque was a better fighter. But, I mean, fuck, neither of them, like, really blocked or dodged a punch.
I thought he'd win.
They both just kind of, like, sat there and got hit.
Luque was definitely landing the harder strikes.
Yeah.
He was landing a lot of really good left and right hands, actually. His boxing was just really good. Price I don't know, I feel like he kept fucking up. Like, he'd finally get a good flurry, and it looked like he'd hurt Luque, and then he'd shoot against the cage. Or, like, he'd get way too excited and just start swinging and get clipped. Like, every time he had a chance, he just blew it.
Yeah, he got like, rocked once around. And, yeah, it was really every time he started to do something good, he would fuck it all up. Yeah. But, I mean, that was a really fun fight to watch. I bet they get a bonus.
They have to. Yeah, that fight was amazing.
Bryce Mitchell and Charles Rosa. Dude, Bryce Mitchell is the truth.
He's so good.
And Rosa, you got to give him props too, because he kept getting out of all that stuff. Most people would have been submitted like 15 times throughout that fight. I don't know. But, dude, Mitchell is relentless. And then Rosa started being like, stand me up. Mitchell's like, what? Hit him a bunch of times. Oh, man, that was awesome. I don't understand... I don't know. We both wrestled, and there's a move in wrestling called a guillotine, and it's a twister. It's the same move. And when people get put in that, I mean, it hurts. It's definitely uncomfortable, like when you drill it and everything. But like, people aren't like tapping out and quitting in the middle of a match over it. But you're probably not in it as long as you are in these situations. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like something that would really...
I think it fucks up your neck and like down your spine. It's probably just... I mean, it probably could really fuck you up, but it's probably more scary.
I think it's more just an uncomfortable thing.
I don't know enough about it. I don't want to sound dumb trying to explain how that works, because, I mean, I don't think I've ever been guillotined in wrestling.
Other than in practice.
I don't think anyone's even practiced it on me, to be honest.
I mean, we drill it in practice. We used to. I mean...
I've never drilled that in my life.
It definitely sucks, but I think a lot of times that people tap out to it probably are just, like, never been in the situation and maybe just, like, freak out and tap. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, maybe
Mitchell
we
got
sound
it
like
twice though, and the dude didn't tap.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe Rosa like knows like I'm safe here.
Yeah, I don't know. There's probably something. It's a legit jiu-jitsu move. Like, I'm sure there's something. But Mitchell, I mean, I feel like either he wasn't doing something right on his arm triangles.
They look tight, man.
I know Rosa was like putting his hand on the phone like you're supposed to and creates a little bit of space with your fist, but I don't know. I think he really was just trying to set up a twister the whole time. He'd get the arm triangle and like sit in 3/4 guard so that he would have to turn that way so he could just slip his arm through and be over there. It's like he was really just wanted that because he was dominating. He was never in any trouble, so he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go for a twister." And he's getting his camo shorts.
So happy about the camo shorts. He deserves them.
Oh yeah,
but
he's
man,
a rebel.
What good shape does he have to be in, like, to fight like that? Like, he's got to be in such good conditioning.
Yeah, that shit's tiring.
Yeah, I mean, it's like he wrestled like 3 full matches almost, 5-minute matches. But yeah, Ryan Spann, Sam Alvey. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Sam Alvey is tough. He can take a shot. Ryan Spann, I mean, not most people, but like top guys in that division probably would have took Spann out. He just leans forward so much when he throws those shots, especially when he's missing. He's just leaning so much forward that, like, you would think Alvey was throwing heavy. Like, he hit some good shots there. He almost finished him in the third, it looked like.
He had some, like, really shitty, like, right hands that kept landing that weren't very good, but they were landing. I don't know how to explain it. They didn't look good.
He was hitting him hard. He hit him hard a few times, but yeah, I don't know. Spann.
I think he can be good though.
I think Spann can be good too,
but
I don't know. He needs to tighten some stuff up, or he's gonna get hurt.
He was sloppy at times, but you could tell like every once in a while he would show like that he can be really good. Some combos he would throw when he had Alvey against
I think he is
Cage,
good.
And, like the athleticism and his build, like he could be really good as long as he just doesn't fuck it up, you know.
And he said something in his post fight like he didn't really get to train like he usually does and stuff like that, which I said was going to be a factor in these fights.
He got tired and he almost got finished. I actually forgot about that happened. He got rocked and almost got choked out.
Yeah.
So
he got it though. He got the one.
Yeah, that fight actually ended up being entertaining at the end.
I thought it was entertaining.
But I needed Spann to win because my parlay was alive at that time, and I was like not liking it. But now looking back, it was
during the
cool.
first fight, our parlay was still alive.
Yeah, it was alive for a couple fights.
Well,
was that the first fight?
Yeah, that was the first fight.
I do want to mention before I forget that Tony Ferguson did a freaking sweep kick and it worked, and then his corner said throw sand at him, and he scooped into the ground and did this at Gaethje. I wanted to point that out. But
bad sportsmanship notes. Don't be like Cruz. Tony Ferguson, he pushed him, but then he said sorry. After Justin Gaethje gave him a stern talking to, he said being an asshole won't get you anywhere, and Tony said, you know what, buddy, you're right.
After this, I'm gonna go lay in my bed and listen to these post-fight interviews. I'm sure Cruz is gonna have some good shit to say.
Good shit, or is he just gonna be
I don't know. I think he'll be cool. The Garbrandt one, he was cool about. I don't know. We'll see.
Nobody wants to lose to Cejudo, dude.
I know, man. But I want to hear him talk too. But I'm good. Are you good?
I'm good.
All right.
Good night.
Thanks for listening.
So happy fights are back. More fights on Wednesday.
Yeah, we should have a predictions or something recap or preview. Predictions and preview for Wednesday's card at some point.
I told you we've been drinking.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys probably like Tuesday or something.
Yeah.